So we're going to go and see if we can track down Chris, get a wee update about Chris, make sure his tent is safe. Most important, you know that he's safe.
I've had 2 houses, Francis, and I've lost them because my depressions went right down the hole. And I just couldn't cope.
And I just want to ask you two, have you seen many rough sleepers today? Many people?
I've seen a lot of hundreds of them, man.
I'm an immigrant living in this country. You're Scottish. I'm looking to be you. How come? Stop the camera. Stop the recording? No, stop the recording. I'm having a personal conversation with this guy.
Alright guys and girls, that's us boots in Glasgow. Welcome to the streets. Now as many of you might see behind me, that's the 4 corners there. We were talking earlier about when I was in here running about, the 4 corners was full, and it was full with wains, man, you know. Wains coming out the care system onto the streets, forgotten about, and that's where they'd all gather. So if any of you remember that, you know, all the wains outside the 4 corners, all fighting with each other, just basically lost, you know, like a wee lost generation of children. So what we were talking about is we want to put it out there and emphasise any of you young ones that are coming out of care, you know, and you are ending up in Glasgow city centre. We'll get in touch with the streets because we're here for you also. They cover the rough sleeping and the addiction. But at the end of the day, as my experience, I was a runaway and I came in here. So if any of you have ran away, you can get in touch with the streets and we'll be there to support you and we'll be there to help you come to a decision, you know, because there's nothing worse when you're running about in this Glasgow city centre, a small teenager, and you're lost in the head. So we just want to let you see the streets is here like a wee lighthouse, man. Just reach out to us and we're there for you, right? So we're going to go and see if we can track down Chris, get a wee update about Chris, make sure his tent is safe. Most important, you know that he's safe. So we're going to go and see if we can track down Chris the nurse over here. Right, so that's us. We've put the footwork in to try and get a hold of Chris. We're going to get a hold of him. We've come round and bumped into Graeme, who's sitting at Chris's spot. So stick with us because we're going to get Graeme on camera in the next 5 minutes. Cheers. Right guys, this is Graeme. Graeme, welcome to the streets and thank you for taking the time to go in to talk to us, brother. So Graeme, I was asking you there, how did you become homeless? How did Graeme end up in the streets of Glasgow?
I was a bad alcoholic when I stayed in Dundee. I'm from Dundee originally, Francis, and I came through here 19 years ago. Yeah. I just jumped on a bus, mate, and didn't even tell my family if I was going off alcohol. Got off a drink and ended up on the smack.
And so you were starting out in addiction in Dundee, and did you feel like, right, I need to get out of Dundee to get away from the addiction?
No, it was the drink, it was more bothering me until I came through here.
Right.
And then I ended up on the smack.
Then you've ended up in the smack on the streets of Glasgow.
Come off a drink and went on the smack.
So putting one down, picking another up. And so, how did your life come to that place where you thought, no, what, this is a good idea of just doing this? Was it the company you were in?
At the time, you're out in the streets, you get to know everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I used to sell volume and on in the 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But now I haven't even got a bottle to do now. I just keep myself now. I've never been in jail for about 12 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Since I come off a drink.
Yes.
Because I was never out of Perth. Because Perth's my local jail, that's the jail I went to, no bar, because I was never out of Perth. And because when I got off a drink, I just stopped going into jail. It was the drink that was causing them to get me into trouble.
And did you get any help, like, for services?
Well, it's took me near 19 years to get
19 years
to get accommodation. You know what I mean? I'm just literally in the last 6 months just got in basically a semi-permanent accommodation.
So homeless all these years to 6 months?
Sleeping in hostels and sleeping in night shelters and sleeping on rough on the streets, waking up feeling like shite. Oh, aye.
And that's you now. So the last 6 months you're going towards more permanent.
Aye, more permanent accommodation.
And did your services help you with that
Aye.
transition for the streets into accommodation?
The Simon community helps you and
That's good.
stuff like that. Other times they just leave you and just walk past you.
Right.
And even speak to you.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's enough.
Not enough services.
Enough
in it,
services in Glasgow.
aiming at your cause to help
just-
with the transition.
Yeah, it's just with people that's used to being on the streets going
Yeah.
into accommodation.
Yeah.
It's like, I've had 2 houses, Francis, and I've lost them because my depressions went right down the hole.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't cope.
Yeah.
My mental
I
health
get
just went
that.
right
I've
down.
been the
Because
same.
I'm being on my own all the time, used to being on my own all the time, I just couldn't cope with it.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I get that. So what would you like to see for you moving into this house? You'd like to see a proper supporting
I like
service?
a proper supporting service, like supported accommodation, a proper support. You can go in, they'll learn you how to cook and stuff like that. No, just people that just put you in a flat and forget what fuck about you.
Yeah,
They're good at that in Glasgow.
Well, see, what I'll say to you is at the streets, we've got a couple of chefs at the streets, you know. We can support with that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. No, like if you get your accommodation, we'll leave you one of our cards. If you feel like you need some, you know, cooking skills, you
Yeah.
know, you can reach out to us and we can put
Yeah,
things like that in
that'd be
place
good,
for you, not
Francis,
a
aye.
problem. And we can help you, you know, we don't pay lip service at the streets. So Graeme, I was asking you, as a heroin user and that, right, on a script and that, the safe rooms that everybody's talking about.
I don't think they're any good, mate. It's just going to cause drug addicts to stand up there all day selling drugs. Selling drugs. People are allowed to take their drugs in, so
Yeah.
it's going to cause addicts to stand up there, or users, or anybody to stand up there. Oh, I can go up my hunter seat, I'll get my drugs there, and then I'll just go down into the safe consumption room, take it, and I can't get jail.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So would you use them personally?
When I was injecting, yeah.
Yeah.
No, really, not. First thing in the morning, no chance. You just want it in you,
Yeah.
square yourself up.
Uh-huh.
But you don't want to go with what? I've got bad mobility, so I wouldn't use it personally. No.
Yeah. Right, so that's
Well, I
coming
mean-
for Graeme here at the streets at Graeme when they use the safe consumption rooms either.
Just, I wouldn't feel safe.
Yeah.
People thinking, oh, right, he's a user, or people thinking bad of you because people looking down at you because you're
Yeah.
using in there, do you know what I mean?
So do you
'Cause-
think it attracts all the wrong attention?
Yeah, because people see you going in there every day,
Yeah.
the same staff, and they could be telling, you never know what they're saying to their family, and then they spread, oh, that guy's going into the safe consumption room 6-7 times a day. I'll tell my friend, or then he gets about the streets, oh, that guy's a user, game fuck all, do you know what I mean?
Right, so I was talking to a guy, I'm not on camera, and he was telling me,
What's up, using YouTube, mate?
oh, thank you, bro. And he told me, he says, Francis, what I would have a big fear of, and I'm got the same fear as, are these people telling social workers who's getting to see the data and me using that room?
Exactly.
So it's a lot of fears are in
Case they
that,
tell
isn't
your
there? And you
drug
just
worker,
touched on that
case
there.
they tell your drug worker or something, you get struck off your methadone because you're using.
Yeah.
That's what I would be scared of. Because I'm on 110
So there's a
mile,
lot of
Francis.
fears, isn't there?
I'm on
Yeah.
110 mile a day.
110 mile?
110 mile.
Where'd you start off at?
I started off at 40 mile.
40 mil.
Aye.
And did you were you asking to get put up
I've been
or
on
were they
methadone.
advising
I've been
you?
on methadone for about 6 years, 16 years.
16 years?
It's 16
wow, that's
years.
a long time.
Oh, I mean-
And were they advising you to go up or were you
They were just
asking
putting me
them?
go. They were just putting me up.
Just putting you up?
Just putting me up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Thank you, sweetheart.
Right, man. Well, Graeme, you know what? Thank you very
Aye.
much for taking the time to talk to us here at the streets because it means a lot to us, you know, to just get a bit of awareness on your situation.
Oh, thank you, sir.
So thank you very much for taking the time to talk
Thank
to us,
you
my
for-
brother, man, and God bless you, by
Cheers,
the way.
man.
Right, guys, so that's us, man. We're going to tie in with David just now. David's been boots on in Glasgow, hoarding out sleeping bags, tents, advice, food, things like that. So we're going to go and tie in with him now and see if we can get a hold of David. He's about here somewhere. But as you know, the outreach work, it takes a lot, you know. Like it's constant walking, you're out there, you're talking, and you're doing the frontline work, man. Which is absolutely great, and it's a pleasure, you know. Because when we're not doing this, we're out walking about and on. It's a really good thing to see, you know. None of this is made possible without you guys, our viewers, our subscribers, our followers, you know, and the trust that you bestow into our hearts, you know, then we just beat that trust out, you know, with every beat, man. And David out there doing that outreach work is one of the beats, you know, and he's doing a really fantastic job, so he is, man. We were in the flat earlier on, looking at all the stuff that we've got, you know, the hats, the gloves, the clothes, the sleeping bags, the tents, and we've got a lot of other stuff getting delivered. So what the streets are aiming to do now is they've just got a big gazebo there, a power bank, and some tiers and all that, so we're going to be proceeding to starting to feed the homeless and the hungry, you know, and they might still suffer here. So the streets will have permanent boots on the ground with a gazebo up and catering to these fine souls, because they are fine souls. You see, underneath all that carnage and that brokenness, that chaos, lies a human being, you know. And see, when we're set free from all the emotions, we live again. So the streets just want to be here as that bridge, you know. And that's one of the greatest rewards that I can ever feel as a recovering addict in the streets of Glasgow city centre, and Aldo feels the exact same way. You know, it's a great experience just to do this. As we always say, you know, our hearts here at the streets beat to the sound of others, and that's the way we have it, and beautiful. So we just want to take this time to thank all yous, you know, because seriously, every pence makes a difference, you know. Every pence makes a difference, man. And that difference is seen here today in the town, you know, when we see people getting warm, when we see people's... Just last week, you know, we got this lassie, a charger. And it was Saturday there, no, it was actually Saturday there, we got her a charger. And see, just for a small charger lead, and see the joy in this girl's face, man. Wow, overwhelmed me, so it did, because you know what? That feeling there, that great energy coming for that girl, man, you know, who was receiving just a small thing like a charger, the gratefulness in her was amazing, and it overwhelmed this big heart of mine, so it did, because I love that kind of stuff, and that's why we do this kind of stuff, to bring joy to the still suffering human being. Because see, just a hello, a good morning, a how are you doing, that really does make a suffering person feel a lot better, you know. We start with the small things, man, isn't it? Cheers. So just bumped into a couple of young boys there, and they were asking us what we do. We've got Harrison,
Aye.
and we've got Finn.
Aye.
So Harrison and Finn are in shop today, and they're cutting about the streets, and I just want to ask you two, have you seen many rough sleepers today? Many people?
Aye, we've seen a lot of homeless. Of them, man, there's loads of them everywhere.
And how does that make you feel as young men and seeing people suffering in Glasgow city centre?
You don't want that for Andy, do you?
Jeez. It's like dehumanising. You see folk just kicking about the streets, you know what I mean? It's not nice.
Yeah, and what do you feel could be better done?
Well, obviously there's places that they can go to get help in that, but I think there should be more places like that, because how often do you actually hear of places like that?
Yeah, right. Is that you feel then more advertising? There should be more advertising about for people that sleep rough and who are addicted.
Aye.
Yeah, a lot more could be done. A lot more on-ground services.
And places for them to sleep at night as well, especially in the winter, man. It's fucking freezing.
Yeah. So does it sadden you then to see this today in Scotland, in Glasgow?
Aye, it's terrible. You don't want to see it anywhere, especially just in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Don't want to see it anywhere.
So you are for Saltcoats, is there anything down there in Saltcoats? Is there rough sleepers down there?
There's a few down the town, but apart from that, not much.
It's just quite a shitty place anyway.
Yeah. So, to you, thank you very much for talking to us, man, at the streets, man. No thank you. Finn, thank you very much, man. Right, lads. Cheers. So that's us. We've caught up with David and Robert here, two of our outreach workers, and I'm just going to ask David. David, how's the day been?
The day has been good. It's been busy. Just catching up with a few guys. that we've been coming along just helping over the past week or two with sleeping bags and tents and cups of coffees and teas. So yeah, it's been a good day today. We met up with a few people today and we were able to help them in this weather with the sleeping bags and the tent especially, which is a big thing. So thanks everybody that's come alongside the streets and helped us do what we do. So yeah, it's been a good day today, Francis. It's cold, so we got some hand warmers. Aldo came along today with a big goodie box. Big goodie box this size. He was hiding in behind it. He came up today and dropped in a goodie box today with hats, jackets, hand warmers, which are very important, and sleeping bags and tents. So yeah, we're going to be going along and getting more items as well. We're going to be getting more hats. Yeah. We're going to be getting socks and we're going to be getting some boxes. Just the basic essentials and maybe some other basic essentials, like some toothpaste or little hand wipes.
Exactly. The wee bags that get made up, some hand wipes in them.
So we're going to be getting them.
Toothpaste, toothbrush,
hopefully as
things
we go
like
along.
that. And as you said something there, it's quite nippy today, which it is quite cold today.
It is, Francis.
And that's what's even more a greater pleasure, that we have got at the streets outreach workers who can be out there talking to the guys and doing that, and it's a great experience because we've been out doing a lot of walking and talking and we were just touching on the last day. Louise, remember her we brought the charger to?
Louise,
and she was so overjoyed with just this wee simple thing, a wee charger. So we were talking about that today, and that's what the outreach work's all about, and it is building up relationships, it's getting to know people, people getting to know us. And look, and I feel we've got, is it Danny there?
Danny,
and you serve Danny.
Danny's one of our regulars.
Today, so we see Danny.
Danny, how are you keeping?
I don't bad one.
Good to see him. You went missing us for a while, didn't you? He's back now.
But
we got Danny.
I had a tent last time, but fucking he's got his, and I ended up getting fucking stole because I'm came out back out.
You were in Bahrain, were you?
Aye, man, the Mandy. So, the Mandy was 2 months.
So we come back to him today.
That's great stuff. And Danny, what does that mean? What does that mean to Danny to have a tent and a sleeping bag tonight?
It's overwhelming. I mean, it's fucking. It's just. It's a bit more mindset on it. It's fucking. It's just. So, it's less hassle. Did they try to fucking get her to get a room every night and fucking. At least I know I've got that.
So that lifts a lot of pressure off you.
You know what I mean? It's fucking. And then you've got all these idiots like that, man. That's a fucking. A bit exciting about your show, you know what I mean? No, I know, but. They wouldn't survive a day, not on top of it.
Well, hopefully, Danny, at the streets, man, our aim is to bring more understanding to this cause, you know, homelessness, addiction. And we've had good feedback, and I want to tell you that to give you a wee bit of hope. We've had a lot of feedback after the pub week, and they're saying to us they're getting a lot more understanding by watching the streets. So I want to let you know that today, that people are understanding us all here, Danny, you know. And because that's important for me. When I was a rough sleeper, you know, people looking down and all that, think, wow, wait, I'm human like you. So thank you very much, Danny, for taking the time to talk to us. And you know, it's great. I get home the night knowing that Danny's got a tent, a sleeping bag.
It's great. Not talk, it's heavy, I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
We actually do more than that as well. We're going to be hooking up with Danny. Danny's going to be coming along now.
Good.
He said he's going to come along with us. We're going to introduce him to Graeme.
Graeme,
he's going to come along to the
good. Nice one.
Graeme now one of the days as well.
Well, that's what we're about at the streets, Danny, you know, just serving, man, others. And that's the main thing.
It's a main cause, I mean, fucking helping, I mean, but it's, most people, like, fucking, they say, like, you get their dates, not.
Well, these people, you know, we do know, because me and Aldo have been stopped a lot when people are saying, look, you've changed the way I look.
I mean, the perspective, you know what I mean, it's fucking, it is.
So I want to let you know that today, that people are understanding Danny more today. You know, and understanding the plight of every suffering human being. And we're going to keep pushing forward, bro, because it's a good cause to push forward for. Because they're worth it.
That's
100%.
Everybody keeps falling up, I mean, in their arse, it's just.
We're only one paycheck away from it.
I mean, you know what I mean, like fucking, you fought with the ex and fucking end up hitting me like in the bar, but man, he's taking everything for you.
Yeah, well, Danny, thank you very much for talking to us today, my brother, right? Thank you very much, it means a lot to us.
Where are you citizen from?
Yeah.
Robert.
You're Scottish?
Aye.
come, let's go. Let me fix you up. What are you doing here? Hey, council, I'm an immigrant.
Right.
I'm an immigrant living in this country.
I know, please.
You're Scottish.
Aye.
Yes, Scottish. It's one of our
Speaking.
brothers. Yes. Are you okay? What's your name?
What's your name, bro?
What's your name?
Comes immigrant providing Scottish. I'm looking to be you.
Yeah.
How come?
Excuse me, there's that.
Stop the camera. Stop the recording.
No,
No,
it's okay. You don't
stop
know.
the recording.
You're okay.
I'm having a personal conversation with this guy.
You don't know the guy.
I'm having a personal. Come on, bro.
That's right.
What is the problem? No, talk
What's the
to
problem,
me.
mate? What's the
See, you
problem?
don't want to drink. Let's drink with me. You want to smoke?
drink.
Smoke with me.
Smoke.
Who will provide you? Yeah, well, where is that? There is a lots of smoke.
I know.
There is a lot. But why you're here?
Because I spotted my ex and then fucking she took everything to us. And then obviously,
We get Robert.
they come with a seat and that.
Drinking, smoking is everywhere. Why you're here?
See you later.
How you doing, brother? I'm Francis. Pleased to meet you, man.
Drinking is here. Smoking is everywhere. Why you're here? You're
He has
a
a problem.
Scottish.
He has a problem. That's why he's here. Like
What is the
me.
problem?
Because the government are treating others better.
You're not getting a job.
I get a fucking can I be a right volunteer and I try to get a job because
Am I getting myself into the wrong?
No.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, what you're doing it is you're-
Because you're looking at him and you
Yeah.
don't understand.
What
So
am I
when you
not in-
you speak very loud. You're saying, what's your
Erratic.
Erratic, that's not good. You don't
Okay.
like that. You're too loud. You're too coming over.
How
Yeah.
you think?
Because you speak to someone
Okay, how
normally.
you think?
How do I think what?
How do I think to be?
So I think you're under the influence of alcohol and you're coming across very aggressive.
How would you deal?
How do I do it?
How would you deal?
With what?
Peacefully, we deal with it
With
peacefully.
this person like that, how would you deal?
How do I deal with that person?
How would you deal?
You're not letting me answer that. How do I deal?
Yeah.
I come and speak to him nicely. I don't raise my voice and I don't look down on him. I say hello.
No, but is he looking down?
You put your voice.
You're
I
being
look down?
erratic
The
in
tone-
your
Did I look
behaviour.
down?
Your tone of your voice is
Tone
going.
of
Did I
your
look
voice.
down?
Tell
Yeah,
why.
the tone of your voice. Like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? He's here for the same reason you're
So
here with a bag
my
of...
presence is much more defective.
Well,
Yes,
you're a...
definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, you guys let
Thank
do
you.
your job.
Thank you, Andy.
No,
Yeah,
you're
you
okay,
guys are
man.
doing much better job than.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Sorry for being.
No problem.
No, I was
No,
trying to
no,
be
you're okay,
helpful,
man.
trying to
Yes.
wake up this guy. Now, trying to
yeah,
wake
wake
up
up,
this
wake
guy. You guys think my approach is very different, very bad.
Because the alcohol, because you're under influence of alcohol,
You
obviously
guys
things
are
are...
up
Yeah.
other ways.
It's like, well, we're here to help you also, brother. If you're needing any help with
No,
anything...
you're not helping
We're-
him.
we're here-
You're not helping him.
Well, yeah, we are.
Take him to council, take him to job center. Why is he not in job center? Why is he not in council
Listen
house?
a second. Just
Huh?
come.
Job center, council house. Immigrants are all living there. Yes, Scottish can live there.
That's a good one, getting it. Right, so that's us, boots off, and we're about to go home now. But just as we were finishing up there, we were talking to Danny, you know, that you've seen there and heard. And we're just having a nice conversation with Danny, asking him how the rest of his day's going to go. And next minute, this man for another country who's now staying in our country came up, and he referred to himself as being an immigrant, you know. And he's like, I'm an immigrant, and he starts shouting and bawling and starts going very erratic behaviour because he's full of alcohol. So our outreach worker David tried to calm down like that. Listen man, you're being a wee bit improper, you know, your own alcohol, and we want to protect everybody we talk to. Even we want to protect that boy, you know. At the end of the day, because Danny's sitting minding his own business and he doesn't need somebody who's drunk in the same position as him coming up and asking him why he's in that position. Now this boy's in the exact same position, but he's already got his car going, he's on his feet. But at the end of the day, that's the things that we're dealing with in Glasgow city centre, you know. People are full of anger, people are full of questions, and that boy there, it was a bit of an ordeal, and it could have went very badly, very quickly. But at the streets, we're equipped with this. We're professional and we're courteous. We're loving and we're peaceful towards any human being, no matter where they're from, what country they're from, the colour of their skin, man. You know, we're there for yous. And we're there for that, man, just as much as we're there for Danny. And we need to emphasise that at the streets, because this cause is for every suffering human being, man, you know. And we just want to serve others. So there's no discrimination to anybody. It's just serving with a beating heart that beats for others. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Remember, please hit that subscribe button and that follow button, because every follow and every subscription means another mind understanding this cause. Thanks.